January 1st, first year of 2019. That made no sense. First day of 2019. Small reading update, I guess. I ended / began the year with The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, which is a really good book. Super good. I'm biased. I have a very deep spot for, or a very soft spot for, historical fiction, especially World War II fiction, which is exactly what this book is about. And the upsetting part about war fiction is, sad stuff is gonna happen. So I'm basically just waiting for people to die and the sadness to happen and the tears to come. But I'm 230 pages into it right now, and it's actually really good, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book, so I'm super excited to get through it. And that's basically what today is, because I've decided that I'm not putting on regular clothes. I'm in pajamas. And I'm just going to lay on the couch and read all day, because I think that's an excellent way to start the new year. So, I have my first writers group meeting of 2019 today. And in my video about my goals for 2019, or my resolutions, or whatever you want to call them, I discussed the idea of doing an outline for my book, since I'm 30k in, and it's basically a pile of ideas that aren't connected. And the thing with that is, I have not started an outline, done an outline, thought about an outline, but yet somehow have already started rewriting part of the book, the beginning of the book. I have a thing for, I don't know if this is a lot of writers, if this is normal, I have a thing for beginnings of books. Super love writing the first sentence of a book, or like the first chapter of a book. So I've rewritten that. And I think my issue with this book is that it started from an idea that I had when I was like in high school, or shortly after. No, it was in high school. I took a writing class in grade 12. And it was originally going to be for like my big magnum opus end of the year project, but somehow I believe I wrote like upwards of 30 pages for that, and I lost most of those pages. And it was a weird thing for me, where I thought maybe I'd gone crazy and hadn't actually written all of these pages, and yet somehow had like dreamt them or something, because I very vividly remember writing out these details and these scenes and all of this stuff. But when I went to go look at the document that I kept it in, it was way less than I remembered it being, and I was missing huge chunks of what I had remembered writing. And I don't know now because it's been so long, but I usually back up, like right now I back up all of my stories in at least 2 spots. So it was weird to me at that point that I would have all that stuff missing. So that idea basically was a very small story idea. It centers around a house, a weird house, and a guy. And that's all it has ever been for me. I don't know where it goes other than that. There's different ideas that I've had surrounding like how he gets to the house, and what this house means to him, and the people that are in the house, and all of this stuff. I don't know if it's magic based, if it's not magic based, if it's, all the different elements that are in it. I've always played with different ideas, and I've never really settled on one. So for 2018, that is the story that I started to really think about writing, because it's been on my mind for so long, and it seems to be the thing that I keep coming back to. Now, the issue that I had when I started writing for it was discipline. I'm not very good at writing consistently. But I started to write it for NaNoWriMo. I wrote part of it before NaNoWriMo, but then I started to write part of it for NaNoWriMo. And the issue that I had with that was I just started to toss things in. I didn't think it through. I just started to toss things in, which on the one hand was interesting because I got some scenes out of that I don't think I would have gotten otherwise. But on the other hand, there's stuff in there that I know I don't want in there. It's taken a turn. I'm pretty sure I've melded two different story ideas now. So I want to separate them. But the thing for me is I still don't understand where this one story is going. So I should outline. I should. But I've never really outlined. I don't really know how to. I'm very good at looking up ways to do things and then not actually doing them. So I'll watch a bunch of YouTube videos on it and see how other people do it and then probably not do it. So, but I should. I should be dedicating more than this one night a week to writing or outlining. So the whole point of this was I'm sitting here knowing that in a couple hours I have to go to my writers group and I have no idea what I'm going to do for my writers group. I don't know if I'm going to continue writing what I've been writing. Also, side note, complete side note, as I've started rewriting it, the main character has changed from a male to a female. Also can't decide on that. The main character, when I started writing my 30K, my main character did not have a gender for probably 2/3 of what I'd written. Couldn't decide on a gender. Realize it's very hard to write without a gender because phrasing is difficult. I go back and forth on whether or not I actually want to give my main character a gender. Or if they are just a they and they're a them, but there's just been different things in this book that has changed that I need to figure out, and I don't want to get into the cycle of rewriting and rewriting and rewriting and rewriting. So we'll see. It's really all I have for a writing update. In terms of reading, I am still reading The Nightingale, which is making me cry so much. I love war fiction. I love World War II fiction, but you know it's gonna be, if it's well done, you know it's gonna be sad. You know people are gonna die. You know war is chaos, and even though I have not lived through a world war, you know that it just tears at your heart and it tears at everything. It's utter chaos. And the fear and the sadness comes through in this book, and it hurts my heart so much. But it's so good and I don't want to put it down. And I'm almost, I guess I have like probably a couple 100 pages left. 100 pages left maybe. And I don't want to finish it. I don't want this to be done. But I do, but I don't. Reading is so difficult. It's so great, and I love it, but it's so difficult because you find a good book, but generally the good books tear at you so bad. Anyway, I have to go eat and feed my cat. Possibly make a green tea latte before I go to this writers group, because today was my first day back at work after Christmas holidays, and it was the Mondayest Wednesday I've ever had. It's an exaggeration. But that I've had this year, because that's not an exaggeration because we're 2 days in, so So the good news is that I actually accomplished an outline at writers group tonight. I focused on it instead of rewriting. So I'm quite proud of myself for that little bit of dedication. This is Henry. That little bit of dedication and doing what I should be doing instead of doing what I want to be doing. So proud of that. Yay me. I don't think I filmed when I finished this, but I finally finished The Nightingale like 2 days ago. And I don't think I filmed when I finished it because it made me cry so much. The ending I kind of, as we went, figured was gonna happen a little bit. Just because, like I've said multiple times, war is sad and like no one makes it out unscathed. But it's one of the few books that I've read in like the past couple years probably that has actually made me cry the way that it did. So it was really good, even though I'm really sad that it made me cry. But it's one of those books that I probably will reread. Easy for me to say. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sad that it's over, but sad while I was reading it. So yeah, that's it.